Just a couple years ago, I decided to lock myself in my room until I made my first million. And just today, 21st April 2025, I've generated over 7 figures all from a branded dropshipping store. In today's video, I'm going to share my story and how dropshipping changed my life so that you can understand the raw reality of a dropshipping success. I'm going to make sure I guarantee you leave this video learning something that's going to save you months and years of time. At 16, my life felt like a loop. Wake up, go to school, come home to play Fortnite. Trust me when I say this. 3v3 clicks, box fights, zone wars, staying on Discord till 3 AM playing with the boys. I've been there, done that. And to be quite frank with you guys, my life wasn't moving forward at all. If anything, I retained a year in school. And when that happened, all my friends disappeared. I was depressed, demotivated, and had a feeling that my life had no purpose. At this point of time, it was just me, my PC, and a demotivating feeling that life had no purpose, like life was just slipping away. At this point of time, I was just streaming Fortnite to 5 viewers, but this was the only thing keeping me up. Obviously, streaming never took off, and coming from Singapore, my parents wanted me to be a doctor, or heck, even a lawyer, just like the typical Asian stereotypes. But there was a problem. I didn't want to live that life. I didn't want to go to school for the next 10 years, get a degree, work till you're 60, then maybe live a good life. I knew I was destined for more. So I was left with a decision to make. Number one, live the life my parents always wanted me to live, or find a way out of the rat race to live my dream life at a young age. During this time, I was stuck. It felt like life was slowly slipping away, and this led me to one Google search that every teenager does: how to make money online. Little did I know, this one Google search will change my life forever. Instantly, I fell in love with it. I loved how I was able to run a legitimate business all from my bedroom, and in ways it was similar to gaming. The people who master strategy, timing, and resource management rise through the ranks while others get stuck at level 1. I got excited and made my first dumb mistake. I told all my friends. At first, it didn't seem like a bad idea, but they didn't believe in me. They all laughed at me, but I used that hate as motivation. But while everyone laughed at me, I continued to study dropshipping every single day. I watched hundreds of videos, and every night I would watch YouTube for hours. I felt like I was learning so much and working so hard. Surely watching all these videos and putting in all this effort, I would get rewarded, right? But eventually, it started to be too much and started to confuse me. There was different information everywhere, and I didn't know who to trust. That's the thing with YouTube. There's way too much information online, and half the time they're just misleading you. So instead of watching more videos, I decided to make the jump to go all in. I invested $3,000 into my mentor, and that led me into this position that I am right now. Getting a mentor was the best investment I ever made in myself. He helped me learn the basics, helped me set up a store, and just someone that's going to guide me to tell me what to do and what not to do, and most importantly, how to run ads and get sales. Although everything went pretty smooth, there was just one part of the story. After launching ads for 24 hours, I thought I would be getting tons of sales, my Shopify notifications going crazy, but I went to bed, woke up, and saw $0 in my dashboard. After multiple days of product research, market research, and just understanding what dropshipping is, I thought I would be a millionaire. But unfortunately, dropshipping isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, and that quickly humbled me. Looking back now, I can actually tell you exactly why didn't this store work out. First of all, the product that I picked it because I liked it, not because of the market research I've done, but I just liked the product, so I ran it. Secondly, my product images wasn't good at all. It wasn't up to quality. I just got it off AliExpress and I thought it looked good. Last but not least, my creatives. My creatives was so bad. All I did was I went on TikTok, I found someone selling the product, but it had no correlation to my product as well. Right? If I could show you the exact ad, it would be like the first few seconds would be quite literally just a product there. Some shit audio, and then on the screen, it would say buy one get one free, ends today. That was the ad. A whole 9-second video, just a picture of the product and the text on the screen. And I thought that was gonna convert. But obviously looking back at it, it was such an awful ad. And I didn't understand until last year when I started making serious money with dropshipping that 90% of your dropshipping success is all in your creatives. But at the time, I didn't learn my lesson after filling so much products. Every time I fill a product, instead of reanalyzing what went wrong, I will completely disregard it and do the exact same thing and still wonder why I'm not successful in dropshipping. But I kept going. I went on to launch store after store, thinking that instead of figuring out my mistakes, I could just make more stores and somehow hit big without knowing where I went wrong. That was the first mistake I did that costed me a lot of money and time. And as I kept filling products after products, part of me felt like my friends were right, that dropshipping would never work for me. And when I thought it couldn't get any worse, something happened that kicked me even lower. My girlfriend at the time cheated on me. Keep in mind, this was when I was 15, turning 16, my first ever relationship, my first love. And the way I caught her cheating on me was there was a video sent to me of my best friend at that point of time in bed with her. So just keep in mind, me looking at that video, just this little kid, I was absolutely tapped. I broke down every single night. I wasn't eating, I wasn't going to school, but that discontentment was what I needed. Just like every other guy, I was crying every single night. I wasn't talking to anybody and I just felt like my life was slowly tearing away. But I had this conversation with my mom that completely changed my perspective. She told me, Rayston, you're not depressed. The only reason why you're depressed is because you have nothing going on in your life. She was everything to me. And once I realized that the only cure for depression is progression, I started working harder and I started to improve myself every single day. I could have just quit that if I wanted to, but I used that as motivation. I've always known that the best form of revenge is to become a better version of yourself so that she missed out on what she could have had. But something needed to change. Instead of mindlessly launching stores without analyzing my mistakes, I started refining each store and everyone was better than before. And eventually, I went on to make a discovery that would change my dropshipping career forever. At this point of time, I was grinding every single night. I would come home from school, instead of playing Fortnite, I'll be doing product research, market research, knowing who my ideal customer is and how I could improve on my dropshipping stores. I realized that the top people making money, they weren't focused on how their website looked like. They weren't focused on what their logo looks like. They were focused on things that will make them money, which is their creatives. I started analyzing the winning ads on why it even worked in the first place, and I mimicked it and used it for my own. I got better and faster at making stores. The whole entire process from me finding a product, building my website, to launching ads became second nature. I was progressing faster than ever. And finally, after filling 19 products, my 20th became a winner and this product completely changed my life. I ended up hitting my first $1,000 day after the first 3 days, and then I woke up one day and it was 9 a.m. and I was already at $4,000 in sales. So this day alone, I hit $11,000 in a single day. And for the whole entire month, I generated over $150,000 in a single month. I launched this product and it lasted for about 3 months, and throughout the whole entire 3 months, I made over $250,000 in revenue, leaving me with around $100K in profit. Guys, keep in mind, because this is a branded store, my margins was very healthy and I was making over $40 to $50 per item. The only reason why this store converted because it was a branded dropshipping store. So what exactly is a branded dropshipping store? A branded store is we create a whole entire community, movement, culture around our product, around our store, so our customers feel more enticed to buy. People don't buy from random shitty China products anymore. It's 2025 and the way to go about this is to have a branded approach to it. If you want me to help you build and scale your branded dropshipping store, you can click on the first link in the description to apply for a spot. In this mentorship, we guarantee you to make $10,000 in a single month within the next 30 to 90 days guaranteed. We have people like Xavier making 10K in a single month, Sebastian will hit his first 2K day, or even complete beginners getting their first couple sales. So if that is you and you want me to help you personally hand on hand, click the first link in the description. When I hit my first winner, I felt over the moon. It felt like all my hard work had finally paid off. But I knew that the job wasn't finished. With all this motivation and finally some ounce of success, I worked harder than ever, building stores back to back and finding winners and finally making money with dropshipping. But the main difference between me being unprofitable and being profitable was the branded way. Instead of doing the traditional dropshipping like everyone talks about, I went with the branded approach. Branded packaging, branded logos, branded creatives, just a new way of dropshipping in 2025 that changed my life completely. All I needed was the momentum and the winning formula, and that is branded dropshipping. And thankfully, I invested in my mentor and he helped me scale to bigger numbers that I would have never thought it was possible. And with this newfound success came with newfound problems. I started dealing with chargebacks, my suppliers not shipping out the items, my ad account getting banned, ads getting rejected. I didn't know all these problems even existed, but I was already so deep in this business model, I knew that any problems I had faced, I was able to conquer it. So instead of dwelling on the situation and dwelling on all these problems, I knew that there was a solution to every single problem. But at this point, still nothing hit the stone. So at 16, I had to weigh in the opportunities and make a very, very crucial decision. Do I continue with school or do I want to secure my spot out of the rat race? The decision was hard because my parents didn't want me to drop out, and at this point in time, dropshipping was still pretty inconsistent. I had found some success, but at the same time, I was still losing money on other products. I had to take the risk and go all in on dropshipping. The decision was hard because I had sleepless nights, I was still losing money, and it felt like there was problems after problems. But I absolutely knew that the normal life wasn't for me. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5, slaving my time, and most importantly, working for someone else. I wanted to live life on my own means, work for myself, and have financial freedom. Because what even is financial freedom? Financial freedom is simply just the freedom of you having to make money whenever and wherever. So when I finally started seeing results, I started to network with people around my level or a level higher. So I started posting screenshots on servers, and with these newfound connections, it led me to more information that I didn't even know existed. I was able to leverage these connections and learn about what products was currently working, what offer was working, or what certain hooks was working for them, which helped me to validate information way quicker and have better odds at winning. And after all this, I quickly realized that your network is your net worth. At this point of time, I had more momentum than ever. I had the winning formula, I had the winning network, and I had the winning knowledge. So I kept testing over and over again, scaling my branded store as fast as possible. In just 3 years, branded dropshipping took me from 0 to 7 figures in revenue, all because I took action and I was willing to lose. Every single L that I took, I didn't take it as a loss, I took it as a lesson. Because the difference between the current me and the old me is I wasn't learning from my mistakes. Every mistake that I made, instead of reanalyzing it, I would disregard it and do the exact same thing like I said. So if you are a beginner watching this video, please do not step over your mistakes. Making mistakes is very, very crucial because the only way you learn is by failing. Because of branded dropshipping, I'm able to help my family out financially, buy nice things for them like a Cartier bracelet, buy my dad a new watch, new phone, and help my little brother with his new business. And it's not just about the materialistic stuff. I will help my family out with groceries, pay for their trips, vacations, or just going out for family dinner and paying for them. My whole entire life, my family has been providing me with food, a roof over my head, and it's only right if I return the favor to them because of my newfound success in dropshipping. Guys, I just want you to know that your parents put you on this earth for one thing, and the one thing is to retire them and let them live the life that they've always wanted to. So I just can't believe that there's people out there who are so selfish that they want to live a comfortable life and not help their family out financially. If you're watching this video, this is your sign that anything is possible, and the only thing that you need to do on this earth is to help your parents out. My success, me, I'm just a regular person, and you watching this video, we are the same exact person. But the main difference is I took the risk and I'm willing to invest in myself. Have you ever heard the quote, the poor get poorer and the rich get richer? Because the poor sees every opportunity as a scam and the rich sees every opportunity as a way of a new income stream. Guys, you have to realize that especially in this online money space, your mentality and your mindset is 90% the reason why you're going to be successful or not. You have to have self-belief and faith that you're going to be able to make it out. Because of branded dropshipping, I'm able to live my dream life, rent penthouses, rent yachts, eat nice food, buy new watches. Like last week, I bought a new Rolex Sprite, I bought an AP in January, and I bought a Submariner in February. Guys, I am no different than you. The only thing that's different between me and you is I know a thing or two more about dropshipping. That's about it. You can see that you're probably on the same path as I was, but the only difference between me and you is that I took action and I didn't see failure as an option. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in me walking you through the entire process of branded dropshipping, from you finding your product, building your website, getting your creatives and launching ads, I want you to click on the first link in the description below. I will be coaching you personally one-on-one, hopping on calls with you 2 to 3 times per week, and most importantly, let you in on my network and connections that I worked the past 3 years for every single night that you can simply leverage by just joining this mentorship. I hope that you learn a thing or two from this video. Even if you are not planning to start branded dropshipping or anything you do in life, it is very, very important that you can achieve anything you want as long as you see the vision and you work towards it every single day. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.